It's your active and attractive host, Paiddacost podcast, Teflon Don. Today's segment is all about penitentiary talk, street generals. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Speaking to my boy Pat Lowe. He'll be home in 3 years. He got a light beard. He locked up with my little brother, holding it down. So I'm gonna let you hear a little bit about me. I'm just talking a little bit. I ain't talked to this guy in probably over 30 years. So to show you. This thing in life, man, we're gonna talk about loyalty, above betrayal. When it comes to loyalty, a lot of people know how to use that word, but they don't really know what it means. I'd rather for a person to be loyal to me than love me. Because if you love me, you still won't be loyal to me. But if you're loyal to me, you'll be loyal to me and you'll love me at the same time, because that's loyalty is all around. Love is just love. You still don't have to be loyal to somebody that you love. So I say that to say a lot of times you can ride and roll with these cats for years and years. It could be your homeboys, homegirls. Y'all can kick it for years. But just take 1 second for them to show you disloyalty, and that'll disrupt your life forever. You know what I mean? That your life will be over forever. You know what I mean? Just 1 second of this loyalty. You know what I mean? That'll cost a real motherfucker. And in this case, that's what happened to my homeboy. He was one of the realest motherfuckers that I know. You know what I mean? It's kind of like myself. You know what I mean? We was out there. I promise you. I mean, like 14 and 15. You know what I mean? People really didn't do it like we did. You know what I mean? My boy Pat Lowe, he came from, he stayed in California, so he had that California mentality, and I had that East St. Louis mentality, you know what I mean? So, those two type of individuals together, man, I promise you, it wasn't nothing nice out here. I promise you that. You know what I mean? You don't make your own names in these streets. The streets give you your name. And Pat Lowe. That's exactly who he was, Pat Lowe. Loyal, solid. I miss that nigga. They don't make him like him no more. You know what I mean? He was one of the guys, that I ran with, that was, that I can sit there and say, if I turn my back, I know, he got my back, and he was so loyal, to the point where, the city would have been knowing that, he was the one doing the shooting, and it would never come back on it, not that they were scared of him, but they knew that, there was repercussions behind you speaking about, what was going on and how it was going on at that time. These days and times, people can't wait to tell on a murder in any way, because that's a free get out of jail card. To a lot of these mugs, a lot of people be in the street and not in the streets. It's a difference. And a lot of people haven't really deciphered, what it is to be in the streets, because once the industry comes to them, they show you that they shouldn't have been in the streets. A lot of people get into the game because of people they know. And just because you know somebody, you know what I mean, and you probably can get this off or get that off, that don't mean you need to be in the game. A lot of imposters fuck the game up totally. And that's where we get these people that snitches, you know what I mean? Because a real motherfucker would never, you know what I mean, he would never fold. Because I'm gonna tell you about myself, you know what I mean? I've been in the game just as high and just as low as everybody, you know. My name have never came up as, you know what I mean, no snitch, no police, you know what I mean, none of that shit. And I've never been to the penitentiary. And I'm just as dangerous as the next person. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Not to blow my horn or nothing, you know what I mean? But sometimes you know what I mean, you need to hear me coming. You know what I mean? I stay humble, you know what I mean, because to tell you the truth, you know what I mean, you'll never know who the killer is, because the killer ain't gonna tell you who he killed. And he's not gonna act like he the killer. You understand me? Because the killer's scared to get killed too. Believe that. But he know that that's uh, a choice of his actions, that you know what I mean, that he give. That's a choice. You know what I mean? That's one of the that's a result. You know what I mean? Of the shit that he do. You know what I mean? So him being killed can't come along with that. But um, it's just been just the way you move will constitute how long you will stay on the streets. You can't you actually can't let nobody trick you off the streets. You know what I mean? You guys are actually be paranoid in this game. You know what I mean? Your paranoia can't allow you to look scared in the game. You just gotta make you move differently. And the only way that you can really move, accordingly, in this game is, what I mean, walk alone. You know what I mean? Because one thing my daddy told me, and I'll never forget this, he said, son, you know what I mean, a lie, could hit your ride with anybody. You know what I mean? But the truth, walks alone. He said, that's why I be by myself, you know what I mean? Because I'm the truth. You know what I mean? You know what? Then I was like, dang, you know what? That was smooth, Dad. You know what I mean? And that's probably why I walk alone. You know what I mean? Because I am the truth, and I am your son. You know what I mean? I'm the son of the truth. You know what I mean? So I say all this to say, when you in the streets, you always got to be solid, because you never know who, what, or when in your family they may have to sit behind them bars, and they may be saved just by being affiliated with you, and vice versa. You know what I mean? You just might be saved being affiliated with somebody else. I say that to say, my little brother is he in the penitentiary, and he ended up being locked up with my boy Pat Lowe. Like I told you, Pat Lowe was, he was a lifer. He was a juvenile lifer. He called a life bid when we were like, man, we like 14, 15, and I say that to say, I thank my realness for him being able to come in contact with my brother to put him up under his wing, because I'm not that, to save him, to protect him, So your word and who you is and how you stand, your loyalty, you know what I mean, it's what's standing and what's moving, you know what I mean? So you got to always be loyal, you know what I mean, to continue to, to benefit the next person, because your disloyalty can make the next person get killed. So I'm just gonna sit back and let you guys hear just a conversation of me and my boy Pat Lowe, you know what I mean, Jerry Gray, after over 30 years of not hearing him, hearing from him, you know what I mean, so all of a sudden, he calls me with my little brother, man, you don't even know how that made me feel, that made me feel like, man, you know what, no, that's a solid guy, you know what I mean, they don't make him like him no more. You know what I mean? He didn't testify on nobody. His brothers testified against him. His brothers got him life in the penitentiary, and at that time, without the possibility of parole. You know what I mean? But being solid, keeping his mouth shut, that law got overturned to the point where, they no longer give juvenile lifers life without the possibility of parole. So he was blessed and able to come home now in 3 years. Man, and I can't wait till that boy get home. Man, when I first started hustling, you know what I mean? You know, man, first homie that caught a life bid without, you know, the possibility of parole. Man, we thought we were gonna never see him again. But he coming home. Check out this conversation. You know what I mean? We're gonna hear the conversation that, you know what I mean, me and my boy was talking with my little brother. We're gonna get into it. It's called Penitentiary Talk. Paiddacost podcast. My boy Pat Low. Teflon Don. And my little brother Lewis.
Oh man, who is this again, man? Oh man, my motherfucking name. It feel good to hear some. It feel good to hear some real nigga voice. You hear me? Man, some good news, Pat. Man, give us some good news, man. What they talking about? I'm sure. Okay, that's all. I got a little bit over three. Oh, straight up. What's up? That's what's up. That's what's up. So I'm just patient with everything, man. Man, hey, you take care of my little brother, man. Man, you know I know that, man. It's good to hear your voice, yo. Man, hey, man, they don't make them like you no more, man. You hear me? Man, hey, we're in rare form, Pat. I'm telling you, baby. Man, we're in rare form, man. What? Man, I can't complain, man. You know what I mean? Things don't change with me, man. You know what I mean? We stay solid as a dollar bill. You know what I mean? Change ain't our name. You hear me? Man, come on, man. Damn, man. It's been so fucking long, man. Man, I ain't even heard your voice over 30 years, man. Which one is your son? No doubt. Oh yeah, you fuck with my shorty. Okay then. Hey, that wasn't no coincidence, Pat. You hear me? Okay then. Come on now. Hey. I promise you, man. Real gonna walk with real, man. You hear me?
Stay there.
Man, damn, boy. Man, I do a little bit, man. Man, you know, man, shit. You know, it be like that sometimes. You hear me? You know what I mean? I just been blessed a little bit longer than you. You know what I mean? Already. No doubt. Okay. No doubt, my boy. No doubt.
That's right.
Man, come on now, man. Come on now. Man, come on now. Boy, man, so profound, and I love that. You hear me, my boy? Man, I can't wait to see your face, man. You hear me?
That's right.
Man, come on now, man. And like I said, man, make sure you get my information from my little brother, man. You know what I mean? And get a little bird, make a little bird like a chicken and put him up under your wing. Right. You hear me?
Take my little bro.
Man, I love you, man. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so go get with you more days. No doubt. Man, catch me anytime y'all fly, man. You hear me? Anytime. Yeah, love you, little bro. Hey, send me your information, little bro, man, so I can I don't know how to do that JPay and yay and gray hay. But I go over there to Auntie house and let Auntie do it.
Right.
I mean, no, yeah, just tell. Okay, when you talk to Auntie, just tell Auntie I'm supposed to be giving it to her, and she'll give it to you. No doubt, man. I love you, man. You keep your head up, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Any will do it. You know what I mean? I go over there and send it to her. Man, I love you, man. You know what I mean? I'll talk to you soon, man. I mean, you finna get that in a minute. Don't worry about it. I love you, bro. Yeah.
Thank you for using GTL.
Before we conclude this episode of Paiddacost podcast, going on prison talk, we're going to get into this last segment with him giving this presentation of a speech that he prepared, to speak in front of the parole board and the family of the people that he murdered, when he was 16.
My words don't come out. To be honest, I'm a little bit nervous standing here today. Also acknowledging the fact that I am not a public speaker. However, I will try to do my best under these circumstances. I thank you, Your Honor, for allowing me the opportunity to speak. I would like to first and foremost address to the Garrett family by saying that I am truly sorry for your loss and for the pain and suffering your family had to deal with of losing someone you truly love and care about. I can only imagine how devastating that was. I know my words don't change anything, but I'm sorry. Who I was back in 1988 was a mindset I developed as a child. Running the streets, no education, no self-respect, no respect for the law. I was moving reckless. Today I am moving with a purpose and staying focused. Since my incarceration, I have taken self-help class. It taught me how to stop and think about my actions and how it would affect others. I knew I had to change to be a better man. I started my transition first by changing the way I think and how I perceive things in life. As of today, I am going to continue to think positive and stay humble. With that being said, Your Honor, I want to thank God and this court for a second chance of life and freedom. Thank you, Your Honor.
That's right. That's right. And that's your episode of Prison Talk. Go like and subscribe to your boy channel for more content. At your active and your attractive host. Paiddacost podcast. Teflon. Go subscribe to my channel for more content. Paiddacost podcast.
Top floors, bed hoes, everywhere I get chose. Suicide doors closed when I hop on the roads. Yeah, I got that low. Tonight it's a night show. Me and XO got the XO. Let your ex hoes know. Pulled up on phones. Yeah, niggas still tipping. Too old to be sipping. Back paint still dripping. I was black like unibrow. I'm a jinx with the numerals. That look no subtract.